Good morning, students. Today we will learn some terms of issue of shares. Issue of shares at par, issue of shares at premium, and issue of shares at discount. Issue of shares at par. When the shares are issued by the company at its face value, means issue price and face value are one and the same, then the shares are said to be issued at par. Means if the face value of shares is ₹100 and company issues the share per share at ₹100 only, then the shares are said to be issued at par. Okay, this is the face value of shares, for example. Then the concept of issue of shares at premium. When shares are issued at a face value more than at a issued value more than its face value, that is say 120, means 100 rupees face value and the share is issued to the public at rupees 120, then the share is said to be issued at premium. And the difference between face value and issued value, that is rupees 20, will be the amount of premium which will be transferred to security premium reserve account. Okay. Now the third concept, issue of shares at discount. When the shares are issued at a value which is less than its face value, say for example 90, the face value of share is ₹100 and the share is issued at ₹90, that is below the face value, then the shares are said to be issued at discount. And the difference between face value and issued amount, that is ₹10, will be the amount of discount per share. Okay, but according to section 53 of Indian Companies Act 2013, issue of discount, that is issue of shares at discount, is no longer permitted by the law. It is only allowed in case of sweat shares. Okay. Then there are two more terms, that is under subscription and over subscription. When the shares are issued by the company and the applications were received from the shareholders. The applications received from the shareholders are less than the applications offered by the company, then it is said that it is under subscription. Okay. याचा अर्थ आहे कंपनीनी शेअर्स समजा 10,000 शेअर्स ऑफर केलेले असतील, दॅट इज द शेअर्स ऑफर्ड बाय द कंपनी आर 10,000 इक्विटी शेअर्स or preference share, whatever it may be, but the applications received from the public were only for 9,000 shares, then the shares are said to be under subscribed. The issue is under subscribed. Okay, because there is less demand than the supply. Okay, that is shares offered by the company are more and shares demanded by the public are less, then this issue is known as under subscribed issue. This is known as under subscription. Okay. Now the over subscription. In case of under subscription, company issues only 9,000 shares, obviously, because there is a demand for only 9,000 shares from the public. Now the over subscription. In case of over subscription, we will take the same example. Company issues 10,000 shares, equity shares to the public. It means 10,000 shares were offered to the public for subscription, but the applications were received for say 15,000 shares. It means the applications received are more and the shares offered by the company are less. This is the over subscription of issue. Okay, it means the issue is oversubscribed. There is a demand for 5,000 more. There is a demand for shares 5,000 shares more. Okay. In case of oversubscription, company has to take some decision about these amount. त्याचं कारण असं आहे, 10,000 शेअर्स कंपनीने ऑफर केले होते, 15,000 शेअर्सना डिमांड आली आहे पब्लिक कडून. म्हणजेच ज्या वेळेला शेअर्स डिमांड करते पब्लिक, ज्यावेळी शेअर्स डिमांड करतं, ॲप्लिकेशन्स पाठवतो कंपनीकडे, त्यावेळेला त्या ॲप्लिकेशन बरोबर ॲप्लिकेशन मनी सुद्धा पाठवला जातो. उदाहरणार्थ बघा, जर समजा ॲप्लिकेशन मनी 2 रुपये असेल, कंपनीने 10,000 शेअर्स इश्यू केलेले आहेत, पण लोकांनी 15,000 शेअर्ससाठी ॲप्लिकेशन पाठवली आहेत, म्हणजे 15,000 गुणिले 2 दॅट इज ₹30,000 एवढी अमाऊंट लोकांनी कंपनीकडे पाठवलेली आहे अँड ॲप्लिकेशन्स फॉर द शेअर्स. पण कंपनीकडे इश्यू करण्यासाठी 10,000 शेअर्सच आहेत. एकदा कंपनीने 10,000 शेअर्स इश्यू केले की कंपनीला 15,000 डिमांड आली, म्हणून 15,000 शेअर्स विकता येत नाहीत लिगली. ओके, सो हे जे 10,000 शेअर्स आहेत त्यांच्या बरोबर येणारे 2 रुपये ॲप्लिकेशन प्रमाणे 20,000 एवढेच पैसे खरं तर कंपनीकडे जमा व्हायला पाहिजे होते, पण कंपनीकडे 30,000 रुपीज जमा झालेले असतात, कारण 15,000 शेअर्सला डिमांड आलेली आहे, ओव्हर सबस्क्रिप्शन झालेलं आहे. म्हणजे 10,000 रुपीज हे लोकांचे कंपनीकडे जास्त आहेत, जे कंपनीला त्याच्याबाबत काहीतरी डिसिजन घ्यावा लागेल. ओके, सो इन केस ऑफ ओव्हर सबस्क्रिप्शन there are 3 options the company can follow. First option is company makes full allotment of shares, that is company allots 10,000 shares to applicants and remaining applications for 5,000 shares are rejected. म्हणजे 10,000 शेअर्सना डिमांड जेवढी आलेली आहे तेवढ्या ॲप्लिकंट्सना शेअर्स दिले जातात आणि एक्स्ट्राचे जे 5,000 शेअर्सचे पैसे आलेले आहेत त्या ॲप्लिकंट्सना शेअर्स रिजेक्ट केले जातात, त्यांना लेटर ऑफ रिग्रेट पाठवलं जातं. ओके, दिस इज द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. सेकंड ऑप्शन इज प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट. प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंटमध्ये काहीतरी एक रेशो ठरवला जातो आणि त्या रेशोनी शेअर्स सगळ्या शेअर होल्डर्सना थोडे थोडे दिले जातात, वाटून दिले जातात. म्हणजे 10,000 शेअर्स हे सगळ्या ॲप्लिकेशनना थोडे थोडे देऊन कुठल्याच ॲप्लिकंटला नाराज करून रिजेक्ट केले जात नाही त्याचं ॲप्लिकेशन. दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट. सम रेशो इज डिसाइडेड इन प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट. दॅट इज जर 5 शेअर्सना डिमांड केलं असेल किंवा जर 10 शेअर्सना डिमांड केलं असेल तर त्यांना 5च शेअर्स दिले जातात. ज्यांनी 4 शेअर्सना डिमांड केले त्यांना 2च शेअर्स दिले जातात. असा काहीतरी रेशो डिसाइड केला जातो. दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट. अँड थर्ड इज कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ दीज 2 ऑप्शन्स. मीन्स काही जणांना त्यांनी मागितलेले आहेत ते पूर्ण शेअर्स दिले जातात आणि काही जणांना प्रो रेटा मागितले त्याच्यापेक्षा अर्धे किंवा 1/4 असे शेअर्स इश्यू केले जातात. म्हणजे पहिल्या 2 मेथडचं कॉम्बिनेशन केलं जातं. काही जणांचे ॲप्लिकेशन्स रिजेक्ट केले जातात. ओके, इन धिस वे जर ओव्हर सबस्क्रिप्शन झालेलं असेल तर या पद्धतीने कंपनी डिसिजन घेते आणि त्या पद्धतीने तो डिसिजन फॉलो करते. ओके, नाउ 2 टर्म्स, calls in arrears and calls in advance. Okay, calls in arrears means it is a portion of called up capital of the company which is not paid by the shareholders. It means after allotting the shares to the shareholders, company makes calls for the remaining amount. I will give you one example. If the face value of shares is ₹10, company demands ₹2 with application. It is just an example. Then company tells the shareholders to pay ₹3 at the time of allotment of shares, and there is remaining ₹5. These ₹5 may be demanded by the company in 2 installments, that is ₹3 and ₹2. This amount is with application, this amount is with allotment, and when this amount is demanded by the company, it is called as first call made by the company for the remaining amount, and this is the final call for the final amount called by the company. Okay. So this is the system. When company demands first call or final call from the shareholders and the shareholder will not pay that amount, then this unpaid amount will be called as calls in arrears. For example, जर एखाद्या शेअरहोल्डरनी 10 शेअर्स घेतलेले आहेत, त्यांनी ऍप्लिकेशन बरोबर 10 into 2 that is ₹20 हे त्यांनी भरलेले आहेत at the time of application. त्यानंतर त्यांनी अलॉटमेंटच्या वेळेचे 10 into 3 हे पण भरलेले आहेत असं अजून करूया. And then the company made the first call of ₹3 per share and told its shareholders to pay the third call, that is ₹3 per share on their allotted shares. त्याला 10 शेअर्स अलॉट केले गेलेले आहेत. त्यांनी 10 शेअरवरचे ₹3 प्रमाणे आता ₹30 कंपनीकडे पाठवणं गरजेचं आहे. पण समजा त्या शेअरहोल्डरनी ते पैसे भरले नाहीत, त्याला रिमाइंडर्स पाठवली जातात, त्याला नोटीस पाठवली जाते, तरीही त्यांनी जर ते पैसे भरले नाहीत तर ही जी अनपेड अमाऊंट आहे त्याला कॉल्स इन ॲरियर्स असं म्हणतात. जर त्यांनी रिमाइंडर पाठवल्यावर पैसे भरले तर ते कॉल्स इन ॲरियर नील होतात. ओके. this is the amount unpaid by the shareholders when the company makes the call. Okay, so this is the calls in arrears. Now company charges some interest on these calls in arrears. If articles of association is silent about the percentage of interest to be charged, then table F of Indian Companies Act 2013 will be followed by the company and they will charge 10% per annum interest on these calls in arrears, that is unpaid amount, and it will be charged on the shareholder and taken from the shareholder afterwards. Okay, this is the concept of calls in arrears. Now the next concept is calls in advance. When the company accepts money paid by the shareholder on the next call which is not due yet, it is called as calls in advance. म्हणजे जर समजा या तिसऱ्या कॉल म्हणजे फर्स्ट कॉल बरोबर या शेअरहोल्डरनी फर्स्ट कॉलचे ₹3 आणि नंतरच्या कॉलचे ₹2 जर आत्ताच भरले आधीच, जेव्हा फायनल कॉल त्यांनी मागवलेला नाहीये कंपनीनी, त्याच वेळेला जर त्यांनी ते पैसे भरले तर हे जे ₹2 त्यांनी आधीच भरलेले असतात कंपनीने कॉल करण्यापूर्वी, दॅट अमाउंट इज कॉल्ड ॲज कॉल्स इन ॲडव्हान्स. ओके, दॅट अमाउंट इज कॉल्ड ॲज कॉल्स इन ॲडव्हान्स. Just like the company charges interest on calls in arrears, company also gives some percent of interest on calls in advance. Okay, if articles of association is silent about the percentage of interest, then the company follows table F of Indian Companies Act 2013 and company gives the interest at 12% per annum to the shareholders on that given advance amount. Okay, now we will learn journal entries of issue of shares. If first condition is if shares issued at par and the issue price is payable at lump sum. There are two conditions. First condition is when issue price is paid at lump sum, that is received from the shareholder in lump sum, and second point is when issue price is received in installments from the shareholders. Okay, second option is followed by many companies. This is the first option, when the issue price is payable in lump sum by the shareholders, that is by the applicants. First entry will be on receipt of application money. Here the entry will be bank account debit to share application and allotment account. bank account debit to share application and allotment account. This is the entry for receipt of application money. The amount is received in the scheduled bank decided by the company. Okay. Here the word share is mentioned, but in the problem if equity share is there, then we have to say equity share application and allotment account, and if the preference shares are given, then we have to say bank account debit to preference share application and allotment account. Okay. Now the second entry is of adjustment of application money. Adjustment of application money. The entry will be share application and allotment account debit to share capital and to bank account. See, application money received will be in the bank, and if there is over subscription, then the company may reject the excess application. So the entry will be share application and allotment account debit the received amount to share capital. The amount on issued shares will be transferred to share capital account, and the excess amount will be refunded to the shareholders, that is applicants, refunded to the applicants, which will be to bank account. Okay. For example, if in this case the company issued 1000 shares of rupees 10 each, okay, and they demanded the amount in lump sum from the applicants. Okay. So the applicants should pay rupees 10 on their demanded shares. Company issued 1000 shares, and for rupees, I will write here 1000 shares at rupees 10 each. Okay. And the public demanded 1200 shares at rupees 10 each. Understood? It means company has received 1200 into rupees 10, that is rupees 12,000 from the public, obviously, because company has received 1200 applications for 1200 shares. So the amount received will be bank account debit 12,000 to share application and allotment account 12,000. Understood? Now, from this 12,000 amount, company is issuing only 1000 shares. So 1000 shares into rupees 10, that is rupees 10,000 should be the share capital. So from this 12,000 amount, share application and allotment account debit 12,000. From this amount, only 10,000 will be transferred to share capital account. Okay, to share capital account, and remaining amount, that is on 200 shares into 10, that is rupees 2,000, amount will be refunded to the applicants. Okay, understood? Now the second condition, shares issued at par and the issue price is payable in installments. Okay. First entry will be on receipt of application money. So the entry will be bank account debit to share application account. If equity shares are there, then to equity share application account or to preference share application account, and the amount received on application will be written here, and the narration will be being the application money received. Okay. Now on adjustment of application money, just like last entry, share application account debit to share capital account and to bank account. The regular amount will be transferred to share capital account and the excess amount received from the applicants will be refunded to the applicants. Okay, this will be the entry. Now the third entry, after taking application money with applications, the company allots the shares to the applicants and requested them to pay the allotment money, okay, per share. At that time, the entry will be passed on making allotment money due. The entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. Obviously, equity or preference, whatever it may be. So the entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account, being the allotment money due on dash number of shares at rupees dash each. This will be the narration. Now, when the company requests the applicants to pay the allotment money, the applicants pay the allotment money. So the next entry will be on receipt of allotment money. The entry will be bank account debit to share allotment account. Bank account debit to share allotment account, being allotment money received. This will be the narration. Okay. After allotting shares to the applicants, the applicant becomes the shareholder of the company and company may demand the remaining amount of each share in first or 2 calls or 3 calls. Okay. So, if we assume that company makes first call and then final call, that is 2 installments for remaining amount. So, on making first call due, the entry will be share first call account debit to share capital account, being the first call money due, and on receipt of first call money, the entry will be bank account debit to share first call account. Okay, these will be the entries for first call made by the company and received by the company. First call money received by the company. Now the second and final call, the entry will be on making final call money due, the entry will be share final call account debit to share capital account, being the final call money due, and the last entry will be of receiving final call money, that is bank account debit to share final call account. This will be the entry. Okay. So these are the entries we have to pass in the company's books for issue of shares when issue price is payable in installments. Okay. We will take one example when the issue price is payable in installments. Here is the problem. X Limited registered with a capital of rupees 10 lakhs in shares of rupees 10 each. Registered with. So this is the registered capital of the company, which is known as authorized capital or nominal capital of the company, which is rupees 10 lakhs, and the shares of rupees 10 each. 10 रुपयाचा एक शेअर याप्रमाणे 10 लाख रुपये हे त्यांचं अथॉराइज्ड कॅपिटल आहे. The company can issue that much amount or collect that much amount from issue of shares during the lifetime of the company. So it is the authorized capital. Rupees 10,000 is authorized capital. Rupees 10,000 is authorized capital of the company. 10 lakhs is the authorized capital of the company, and shares are of rupees 10 each. So number of shares will be rupees 1 lakh. So their authorized capital is 1 lakh shares at rupees 10 each, that is rupees 10 lakhs. This will be their authorized capital, means nominal capital, means registered capital. Okay. So this company, that is X Limited, can issue 10,000 shares, 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each during the lifetime of the company. Okay. Now they invited applications for 10,000 shares. From this authorized capital, the company is issuing only rupees 10,000 shares to the public. So they invited applications for 10,000 shares from the public. The amount payable was as follows. The amount, that is rupees 10 per share, this is the price, this is the face value of share. This amount was payable as follows. Okay. On application rupees 4, see, the face value of shares is rupees 10 and the company is issuing 10,000 shares. म्हणजे कंपनी लोकांना 10,000 शेअर्स घेण्यासाठी बोलवते आणि प्रत्येक शेअरची प्राइस 10 रुपये आहे, पण कंपनी हे 10 रुपये इन्स्टॉलमेंट्स मधून कलेक्ट करणारे शेअर होल्डर कडून. इन्स्टॉलमेंट्स कशा असतील ते या ठिकाणी दिलेले आहे. ऑन ॲप्लिकेशन रुपीज 4, the applicant should pay rupees 4 per share on application, with application. On allotment rupees 3 per share. On first call rupees 2 per share, and on second and final call the balance amount. See, the total of this is 4 plus 3 plus 2 is rupees 9 and the face value of share is rupees 10. So the balance amount will be rupees 1. Okay. So the second and final call will be rupees 1. Understood? They told us that the applications were received for 10,000 shares. All money was duly received. Pass journal entries. So we have to pass journal entries now. First entry will be on receiving the application money from the applicants. So first entry will be bank account debit to, here equity or preference is not given, so we will mention only shares. Bank account debit to share application account. Narration will be being the application money received on 10,000 shares at rupees, application money is rupees 4, so at rupees 4 each. This will be the narration, and so the amount will be 10,000 shares into rupees 4, that is 40,000. So bank account debit 40,000 to share application account 40,000. This will be the entry for receipt of application money. Now we will transfer this application money to share capital account. As excess applications are not received, no need to give refund to the applicants. 10,000 शेअर्स विकायला काढलेत, 10,000 शेअर्सनाच डिमांड आलेली आहे, त्यामुळे एक्सेस ॲप्लिकेशन्स आलेले नाही आहेत, त्यामुळे पैसे परत पाठवण्याचा काही प्रश्न नाही आहे. त्यामुळे सगळीच्या सगळी ही अमाऊंट आपल्याला आता शेअर कॅपिटल अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर करायची आहे. सो सेकंड एंट्री विल बी शेअर ॲप्लिकेशन अकाउंट डेबिट 40,000 to share capital account 40,000 being application money on 10,000 shares transferred to capital account. This will be the narration. Now the third entry. Third entry will be of allotment money due. So the entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. Narration will be being allotment money due on 10,000 shares at rupees. Now allotment money is rupees 3 per share. So at rupees 3 per share or 3 each. This will be the narration. So 10,000 shares into rupees 3, that is rupees 30,000 amount is due from the applicants on allotment. So 30,000, 30,000. Share allotment account debit 30,000 to share capital account 30,000. Okay. Now the entries of first call. Company made the first call and demanded rupees 2 per share from the shareholders. So the next entry, that is fifth entry, the fifth entry will be of first call money due. So the entry will be share first call account debit to share capital account, being first call money due on 10,000 shares at rupees. First call money is rupees 2 per share as rupees 2 each or 2 per share. This will be the narration. And the amount will be 10,000 shares into 2 each means rupees 20,000. So 20,000, 20,000. The first call money rupees 20,000 is due from the shareholders. Now the entry of first call money received. The entry will be bank account debit rupees 20,000 to share first call account rupees 20,000. Narration will be first call money received on 10,000 shares. Okay. Now the company calls the second and final call, that is balance of rupees 1 from the shareholders. So the entry of final call money due, share second and final call account debit to share capital account. This will be the entry, and narration will be being second and final call money due on 10,000 shares at rupee 1 each. So the amount will be 10,000 shares into rupee 1, that is rupees 10,000. So 10,000, 10,000. Share second and final call account debit to share capital account, the second and final call money due from the shareholders. Okay. And now the last entry, entry of final call money received. So the entry will be bank account debit rupees 10,000 to share second and final call account 10,000, and the narration will be being the second and final call money received on 10,000 shares. I have limited space here, so you can write the narration on your own. Okay, understood this problem? So we will solve this type of problems, and when the shares will be issued at premium, shares will be issued at discount, etc. Similarly, when the all call money is not received from the shareholders, etc. from now onwards. Okay, that's all for today.